Welcome to the episode 39 of the Full Funnel B2B Marketing Podcast. And we are back with our CEO series. And today's guest is Angelo Santoro, who is the CEO of Energis.Cloud. And Energis.Cloud offers solutions to energy facility and sustainability managers to monitor and optimize energy performance, comfort and process in the buildings, manufacturing plants, and solar PV installations. And I'm really looking forward to this discussion because today we get to explore a different go-to-market strategy. And what Angelo and his team are doing, they're selling through resellers or so-called channel partners. Angelo, welcome.
Hi, Vlad. Thank you for being here.
Super. I'm so glad to have you. And maybe we can kick this off by just to help our listeners understand approximately what percent of your revenue, of your sales comes via channel partners and what percent comes via direct sales.
Well, our business, as you said, is in the domain of energy efficiency with the goal to reduce energy consumption, CO2 emissions. And we address, in fact, customers with the large portfolio of buildings having energy managers. Energy managers are located in energy consulting companies, facility companies, or in very large organizations with large energy consumptions. If I have to make the split between energy partners reselling our solutions, these companies are around 90% of our business, and the others, so that means very large organizations that are using our platform for usage by their internal energy managers. This is the remaining 10%.
Okay, so it's a significant percent going through the channel partners. And I wonder, like, if you think back at the beginning, why and how did you decide to sell basically using partners?
Very simple. At the beginning, I remember I was quite some years ago. I mean, the first version of Energis was Energis 1.0, energy monitoring, and I went directly to end customers. And every customer I met, wow, very good, interesting. And that was, then there was nothing going on. They were not ordering. And I said, but why? This is so you said it's good, but this you are not getting. Yes, the tool is good, but I need something more. I think I need energy experts that analyze the data coming out of Energis to give me advice. What I have to do in my building? What are the actions I have to take to reduce CO2 emissions? Indeed, it's true. Because we're the companies without energy expertise, without energy managers. Then I realized that in fact the best value we could bring to end customers is via partners, via companies with deep and strong knowledge in the domain of energy, of the comfort, because they had at that time the competence to use the data we produce with the Energis. In fact, just to say what we do with Energis, in fact, Energis.Cloud, you already made an introduction, is energy and comfort SaaS platform where we analyze large amount of data coming from several sources, so energy meters, sensors, all source of data. We collect together and we have a series of analytical tools, algorithm dedicated to energy and comfort with the goal to produce already aggregated KPI, reports, dashboards, algorithms to alert people when there are leaks, energy waste, and so on and so on. So they are the best people to energy consultant to use this data at the end, because if we produce the data and no one is using it and the customers, there is nothing out of it.
No, it makes perfect sense. So customers are basically looking for the complete solutions for the complete solutions, and they miss this expertise. But
Indeed.
it's interesting that you very quickly decided to go through channel partners, because I know many companies who are in a similar situation like yourself, and their answer is to offer these value-added services themselves, which of course make it not scalable, which makes some other problems. Like, did you consider doing this consulting yourself, employing consultants yourself, or how did you come up with, okay, I'm going to work with external partners?
Yeah, I think was the main reason. That means the complementarity and the need of experts to analyze the data we were able to produce. But combined to that, you have to consider also the resource needed, so money needed to put in place to address so big market, because we are addressing the European market in Belgium, in Italy, in other countries. And to address such a big customer, we would need a lot of salespeople, a lot of energy consulting, a lot of facility expertise to go to the market. That means the request and the need of financial fund would be huge, and I was not in that position. So by combining the two, the need of a consultant, of the consulting in the energy space, and the possibility via them to access already a very big market, because they already worked with such customers, was the perfect combination.
No, it makes perfect sense. And I think a lot of the companies that I mentioned would love to be able to implement your model, but I don't think it's that easy. And I remember when we had the initial conversation, you mentioned that you had one of your partners who was doing really, really a good partner, and you even had a sale almost like at once selling to 600 parks via that partner. So that's amazing. But I assume not every partner is as active and as profitable for you. So what in your experience makes a good partner?
In fact, when we go for channel partners, this is the difficult part. Select the good one, because we speak about fake news, but there are also fake partners. In fact, you believe that they are good partners, and I had that bad experience. When we started to channel partners, we contacted everyone. We get a lot of espoir, as you say in French, and wow, that is good customer. And then we start to make our forecasting, hoping that they would sell. No, it was not working. It was no magic. In fact, that was not happening, simply because we have not made a good and deep qualification of the partner. Because for us, a real good partner is the one that, one, has already a lot of data to treat, to manage, to analyze. Two, they have a lot of distributed site to centralized in one single system. Three, very important, partners that are willing to move their business from people-centric, so people giving consulting, making audits, giving some advice times to time, to business that are more data-driven services. And that is absolutely key. When we have to qualify customers, really, it is very important we have to understand if they want to use digital technology to leverage in order to grow and to differentiate from the competition. Otherwise, they have no potential.
No, I love it. I think you nailed the qualification there. And
yeah, absolutely.
I think it's a key, like you say. And I know that you're present in different markets and in international markets. I think the big customer mentioned maybe it was even in North America. And do you experience some difference if you look at the different markets, difference in partners and partnerships?
Yes, that is another level of difficulty, because in the energy and facility sector, every country is specific, because all what is energy is regulated So there is every country has a specific legislations, specific obligations, specific needs. The price of the energy is different. The maturity of adopting technology of the country is different. So we have in every country different needs because the partners are different and the needs of the customer are different. For example, in countries where they have not invested a lot in the energy efficiency, what is more required is simple, between brackets, energy monitoring. So a platform where all the data are concentrated and they can see on a screen in graphs the consumption aggregated in a simple way. It's a really big step. While in countries, and this is more in the Nordic part in Europe or in the States, where they have more advanced in terms of past investment in this domain, and they are moving to energy performance contracts where they have already smart meters, sensor in place, and where they are moving to projects where third-party investors are making the investment and they are paid back by savings. Then in this type of market, more mature, monitoring is far by far not enough. They need much more advanced solutions. They need algorithms to make forecasting. We have to monitor the performance and not the consumption. We have to make energy savings calculations and not consumptions monitoring. And I can tell you that savings calculations is extremely complicated because at first look, you could say savings is simply the difference between the meter yesterday and the meter today. It's not like that. It's not like that. You have to count the meter, the usage of the stuff. So today, during the lockdown, we are working at home, we are consuming more. It's not because I'm consuming more because the house is not is before was better. No, simply because I'm still using more. That's it.
No, I love how you describe it, and you can see that you know so much about these different countries. But I'm sure it was a long learning curve for you to figure that out. So what would you advise companies who are starting with the channel partners, who are starting with internationalizations? Should they, you know, go country by country? Should they try to go into parallel in different countries? Like, what is the best strategy in your opinion?
Depends on the type of business they have, because if the business is linked to the local legislations, obligations, you have no other choice. You have to do this country by country. If not, then this is the best. It's very good. This is pure SaaS, because we have a country-specific SaaS, because you have to be adapted to specific countries. We cannot make a Google for everyone. That is not possible. It's really simple like that. That means if companies have a SaaS product, they want to go international, they have to analyze the market in terms of legislations, in terms of market maturity and expectations, and of course also the competition play a big role.
Absolutely, I love it. And when I speak to a lot of B2B tech companies, you know, their dream is to develop a channel partner strategy. But, you know, somehow I feel that sometimes they look at it a little bit naively, like say, okay, I just have to find partners and these partners are going to sell for me. But how does it actually work? Can you give us the actual truth of it?
I'm smiling because that was my belief as well at the beginning. It was exactly that. But I realized after a couple of years, 2 years, that in fact it looks easy, but it is not, and there is no magic. In fact, with the channel partner, when you start, when you sign the contract with the partner, is not the end of the sale process. is simply the start. It's absolutely like that. And that is extremely difficult, for example, to make forecast, because simply you don't have a visibility on end customer needs, prospect. And that is very important. You have to work with your partner to get this trust so he can give you visibility of what he's doing. The process of a channel partner is long. So we have to count when you start the channel partnership program, it is long because of what I said, because you have to convince the partner, you have to make sure the partner is well trained by your people to sell. And so in fact, it's more than the double of a normal sales process. And the revenue, of course, the revenue stream is low because you sign a contract, the partner make a pilot project, evaluate your technology, he adopt technology. For that, he will pay something, but then the revenues start to go gradually. It's not full shot. And that is also important to reduce this speed. You have to select the good partner, because if you choose a partner having already a good portfolio of sites to manage, then you can sign a contract, connect, and then you help them to sell more. That is absolutely important. Another risk, as I said at the beginning, with this partner is to meet and to invest a lot in fake partners. Another major risk to face, but this is not in our case, but every direct customer, the risk of losing contact with the customer and the customer. So it is very important in the value chain that we build with partner to be in touch with the end customer, because this is key. At the end, the end customer is paying the bill. So you have to be in touch with them.
And how do you do that? How do you stay in touch with the end customer?
Yeah, that is in fact in the partnership program. When we start a partnership, we don't only sign the contract, but we put in place a sales program for salespeople of our partner. We make pre-sales training. That means already we start collecting the needs of their customers for us. This is still indirect. We provide marketing material and so on. But after, what we do, with them, we try to promote, make marketing with success stories. So we have to meet customers to see what is the value he got, what is how the value we give is perceived. We make co-marketing actions. We go to fairs, not in 2020, to meet physical customers to get their direct understanding. So we have to be in the sales process of the partner to be in touch with the end customers. This is to be direct. Of course, we have also marketing, digital marketing, direct. We make marketing contacts, marketing actions, digital campaigns. So end customers come to us. So we listen, we understand, we speak to them. And if they are not very large customers with Energy Manager, of course, we transfer that to our partners that are in our network, in fact.
I love it. So from the very start, understanding the needs via the partners, working together on pre-sales, but then also creating case studies by actually talking to partners, doing co-marketing activities, but also doing some of your marketing directly to the end customers so that you still have that direct contact. I think you nailed it. This is like super useful information.
Just an example was last week, a very happy customer. He said to us that was very happy. And we asked, can you share your enthusiasm with others? Oh, yes, absolutely. And we made a video testimonial. This is the best marketing you can make, because you are not selling. It's the customer is telling what he's thinking of your solution.
100%.
This is the best marketing you can make.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And like you say, it allows you to get in the mind of the end customer something that you would otherwise
Absolutely.
risk with a channel partner strategy to lose that touch. And of course, for your product roadmap, for your sales, marketing, and everything, this information is so crucial.
No, in fact, we propose to our partners not only be trained, provide marketing, but also be in the sales process. I said, when there are complex sales, our specialists go with them, assist them, we listen, we answer, we understand. Absolutely, this is key.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And in terms of developing new partnerships, finding new partners, especially I imagine when you're going to a new country, there's a lot of that has to be done. So given that it's so crucial for you to select good partners, so how do you go about finding and getting in contact with new partners?
Yeah. As I said, we are addressing countries, but in fact, the solution we can deliver everywhere in the world, from Belgium, from Italy, from the site we have. And of course, the first tool we use is the digital. So we are digital, and we leverage the digital tools. This is the first way. Then with the very well-known business networks, we use that a lot because it allows to really to make a pre-qualification. This list of let's say target partners that are in the range of our ideal partners, we warm up, we feed them with the relevant information for their business. For water treatment groups, we provide testimonial this domain with a case study in his domain. So they have to get information they understand. Because if you provide to a water treatment company retail information, is good, but okay, it's not my business. So really relevant information. When we feed with that information, then we get in contact, physical contact, and then the salesperson make a one-to-one call with the goal to understand if it is ideal customer, is a potential customer, or is no, to disqualify. Very simple.
Makes perfect sense. And what would you say is the best way to structure a partnership deal?
Partnership deal, this is for me, since I have built before Energis another company. And in a partnership, if in general you have your interest, the interest of the partner, and interest of the customer. If you are unable to build a value proposal together that is win-win-win, the partnership will not work. So really, this is absolutely key, much more than the legal conditions contract. You have to really look to the value of the proposal you are bringing. You get value, partner get added value to be more competitive, to sell more services, and very important, the end customer get value for what we are saying. This is the only element that count in a partnership model. Of course, all the rest is also important. If we are in a partnership with an energy consultant, we cannot compete with our partner. We cannot address customers that our partner are addressing as a strategy. This is our position. And that, for example, is sometimes we get partner simply because they are leaving their previous supplier because they have become a competitor. With us, will never happen.
Yeah. No.
That is absolutely key. Something else, partnership is based on trust and transparency. If that is lacking, will not work, and don't start.
I love it. And if you're thinking about, let's say, your internal structure, and what do you think is the best, what would you say is the best marketing and sales team structure to be successful in a channel partner strategy?
Yeah, we experienced that as well. At the beginning, I got salespeople only. Salespeople tried to contact, cool. It's good. We got contact. It was not enough. Not enough lead. Not always well qualified. Then I invested more on marketing, and then we got a lot of leads, not super qualified and not always treated by salespeople because it was too many, was busy. The best sales, what I call a commercial organization, is really a mix of a competence composed by marketing and salespeople, where the two are one single objective: get partner at the end and the customer satisfied. The goal of marketing being of make sure the partner know we exist, they get the good information, and such a way we qualify that partner, and when the sales get in contact is almost qualified. It's not okay. What you do, so they know we have a good solution for it. So the work of salespeople is really to work at strategic level, to understand if their strategy is good for what we are looking for as partner, and if we really can provide big added value for them. This is the best combination. So it is a synergetic work between sales and marketing. It's not marketing or sales that is not working.
I think this is important for any kind of organization,
modern organization, because
modern,
you have,
yes.
if you want to leverage digital opportunities, this is the way. We have learned that on the field.
I heard so many stories when, you know, sales is saying, the leads that you provided are not good, but basically the way that they organize is like marketing, deliver the leads, throw them over the wall, and then sales do something with that. Leads may not be qualified. There's no agreement between them. So I think what you're saying makes so much sense to me.
And in fact, what we are, when we make now marketing plans, there is a marketing response. Okay, yes, this is my marketing plan. I want to do that. That is good. And where is the sales people? Did you discuss with them why we do that? So let's make an integrated marketing and sales plan. Two things must go together, because if we decide to go in France and talk to partners in a given sector, we need to start from marketing to prepare the, as I said, the qualification, the warming up, and then salespeople can go and convince and show the value we can bring. Otherwise, it's a good marketing exercise, a waste of time at the sales site.
I love it. I love it. This makes so much sense to me. And maybe just to kind of wrap it up, because I think maybe there are some listeners who are just starting out with a channel partner strategy, maybe just considering, what would you say to them? What are the first steps you would advise them to take?
Well, first, for companies that they want to start the channel partner, I think it is very important to focus on the added value. First question, do we bring the added value for the partner? As I said, win-win-win, that is key. If we don't bring an added value and the partner is not perceiving, don't do that. That is at the beginning. Two, don't complicate stuff. Keep it simple, simplicity in the communication, in the discussions, in the clarity. That is absolutely important. Then to go at the beginning, as I said, don't focus on fake partners. Make good qualification. Really, that is extremely important, because when you go channel partner, you go also because, as I said at the beginning, because you don't have unlimited financial resources. So you have, in general, limited. You have to focus, the effort you have in sales and marketing is limited. So you really have to focus on good qualified, good partners. This is extremely important. And work one that is well qualified. There is an opportunity, build the trust and be transparent with your partner. I think this is absolutely important. Means we have to understand what are the partner objectives. We have to share inside the organization. The sales organization is following the partner, but make sure that partner objectives are met. Because if the partner is selling, we get the revenues. Otherwise, we don't sell. That's simple.
Awesome. I think this is a perfect way to end. Thank you so much, Angelo. I think you really nailed this topic. I'm so happy that we had a chance to talk. Thank you.
Good. Thank you to you, Vladimir.